Some women think when you start being provided for by a man, you start being dependent on him. Who thinks this way? Please share in the comments. I was thinking like this, and I had even men telling me, oh, if a woman, receives my providing, she's going to be dependent on me. And the reason I laugh is because you're not dependent on a guy when you have your own money and when you can work the boat yourself. Let me explain this further. Okay, so there are 3 stages of development, right? Like the first one is the lady that really is dependent on like the baby princess, like it's really dependent on a man or on her parents, maybe even on state support. Like she's feminine, yes she is, but she doesn't know how to do things. Like she can't work and she can't do anything, and she is dependent. We are born in this stage, like as babies, we are all dependent, right? As children, we're all dependent. So she kind of never learned how to use her masculine energy to be independent. And in this stage, especially, like I remember when I was as a kid, obviously I was in this first stage of a baby princess, right? Like I myself even thought how sometimes, because, and that's a bit hard to like to admit or even like reconnect even to those feelings, where I was thinking, okay, I'm dependent financially on my caretaker, so I can't work the boat, I can't speak up. Like this is how I felt as a kid. So imagine now, if in this first stage, if a woman is then getting married, is it a regular provider, like normal basic daily stuff, or a multimillionaire? Of course she's gonna feel dependent because, she can't do it herself. And then her freedom will be taken away, but at the other side, she never had freedom. Like she was just dependent on her parents, the state, and now the guy. So there's nothing that will be taken away from her because she never had freedom. She never learned to be self-sufficient. Okay, some people are at this stage because they get sick. I was like this. Like I was actually for a while very self-sufficient, independent, but then I was so burned out and sick, then I was back in the state of being dependent. Okay, so that's the thing. If you never ever had a job, or if you never ever had a business, if you never paid your own bills and now you get married, yes, then you will be dependent. But if those women actually have been also my clients, and the first step I have been working with them was to get themselves into the masculine ability and confidence to provide for themselves. Okay, so we had to work on the masculine energy to be able to rock the boat, provide for themselves, be fierce, be able to make money, and having sense of responsibility for herself. Okay, so that would be the first stage. But then we're talking about the ladies who are having a job, amazing career, being successful, maybe having a degree, even some kind of profession, and now they're earning their own money, are self-sufficient, and now they think, if I get provided for by a man, I'm going to be dependent on him. I'm going to be dependent on him, and I don't want that. Okay, so let me recap that. I need to take a sip. Most of my clients are here. The lady who has her own job, her own career, she's so free, can do whatever she wants. You might earn 50K per year, you might earn 1 million, but you are self-sufficient, yeah, in whatever degree you are in. And then some of the ladies think, oh, and I was thinking the same, if I now let a guy provide, then I'll be dependent on him. Really? So you decided that when a man comes into your life and he pays for your dinner and he pays for your living, now you decided you are going to go back to the baby stage and feel like you're dependent and you have no no way you can leave a relationship where a man is controlling and I don't know, maybe even abusive or cheating. So is this what you're saying? Because the truth is, you are freaking independent. You have your own career and money. And if you let a guy provide for you, cherish you, it's just a cherry on top. Yeah. And for you, then it's no longer about having the money from the guy, but it's about having the polarity. Because I know if you're my client or my future client, you also want a juicy polarity. Yeah. Having so much romance, forever honeymoon. And that's something that you can create with, stepping into your feminine energy. And feminine energy just means being and receiving. And being and receiving means letting him provide, pay, take care of you. And I know for some ladies, this topic can be quite hard. And I get it. Like for me, especially, I grew up in Germany. I was a year in the USA. It was hard to let a guy receive. I was thinking, oh, what if he thinks I'm incapable? Yeah. If I show up like this at my workplace or in my university, all of them would think I'm incapable. I get a bad grade and I'm going to be fired. Of course, yes, you will. If you go to your job and you just like sit down and you're like, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me? Of course, your boss is gonna be like, "Why did I hire you? Like, you go home." Like, right? Although this is like out of topic, but I have to share this with you. Once I learned feminine energy, I actually did do it at my job. Like, I had a job once before I started this business. I was sometimes playing around, especially with like my boss or like my colleague, and I was like, I don't know how to do it. Can you help me? And they did. But I wasn't quite afraid to lose the job. I wasn't like, I didn't care actually. I really didn't. So I was like, playing around using my feminine energy tools at my workplace. I don't quite recommend this, but it's just like a story on the side that like even in my workplace, my colleagues would like work for me. Like I would have paperwork and I was like, I don't really want to do it, then give it to my colleagues. And I would just like have 50% of a break because they would get my stuff done. That was so fun. Anyways, so when you're in this stage and now you level up, you like commit to a man, you let a man provide for you. Of course, you're not gonna accept bad behavior. Yeah, you can leave anytime, you can set a boundary. And I truly believe that a woman needs to have this sense of independence, needs to have the sense of, you know what, I can rock the boat, to be confident inside. Yeah. And yet, we get to have more. Okay. And I want to invite you into my group coaching program that I'm going to start end of this month. So DM me if you want to join, if you want to have the next year of being, engaged and married to a multimillionaire, and just having a community while you're dating, having me as your support, and having other ladies that go through the same thing. So just reach out to me and then we can talk what is the best option for you, either one-on-one coaching or maybe even the group coaching. Yeah, so would love to see you join. And yeah, but that group coaching is for women who are in the second stage of like the boss queen that can take care of herself, that has the issues of men not wanting to provide and protect, men not wanting to commit, and you can take care of yourself. You can do everything yourself, and you feel more afraid to ask for help and support. This is the group coaching for you. Like if you're at the stage yet where you can't, take care of yourself, you will probably not even join this group coaching because you will not be able to afford it. But like it's affordable, but not affordable for a woman that is not self-sufficient. Okay, so would love for you to take advantage of that. And I just had this idea to open this new container for you. You already know I have a few courses, and even today I just saw on a story of one of my clients, like she's while we're having this talk, she's studying one of my courses. This is just like, this makes me so blessed to be able to have such an impact and help so many ladies. And again, this group coaching is going to be the next step for you to have some kind of support, amazing support while you're dating. Starting, I'm gonna see if we start, and we're probably gonna have a celebration kickoff call end of December, and then we start early January, okay? With the group coaching calls where you have hot seat coaching. And then the focus will be for you that you get out of burnout, because a woman who is self-sufficient, she thinks she has to do everything herself, right? Get out of burnout and are able to attract masculine energy easily. And in my world, yes, it's the focus is on dating, but in my world, once you know how to get supported from the masculine divine, yeah, it's a masculine energy, either through this masculine energy man who supports you, provides you, he protects you, you will also be able to receive that through money. So like, imagine you can just be and receive money. You can just do whatever feels right to you in a moment and receive the money. I know it sounds so magical, but it's not. It's not magical. It's the way things are, right? Like, imagine you have a little cat, and when you run after the cat is going to run away because it's like chasing mode. The cat's gonna run away. But what if you kind of like make yourself small, you sit down and like call the cat like with a soft voice? There's a huge chance the little kitty cat will come to you, because it's like, she's like sitting down so quiet, just like attract it to me. And then the cat comes to you, and then you can pet the cat. I don't know if you have ever a cat, but it always worked like this with cats, at least the ones that I grew up with. And the same is with men and money. Start chasing men and they're gonna run away. Or you will have low effort feminine men, or you will have men who want to take advantage of you. So that's no longer the way we wanna do dating, ladies. And it's not gonna be a huge focus, but a little one, the money mindset too. Because obviously when you wanna be dating and marrying a multimillionaire, we have to level up the money mindset. We have to level up the abundant mindset. Otherwise, you will be attracting broke men, right? So it's going to be part of that too. And once you level up your abundant mindset and you also know how to kind of attract money instead of like chase after it, it's going to, just like the cat, be willing to be like, okay, I'm just going to come to her. Yeah. And if it feels hard for you to imagine, take the cat example, because it's there. If you run after the cat, it runs away. If you kind of like make yourself small and you call in the cat with a soft voice, soft magnetic voice, it's coming to you, right? It's energy. It's energy, darling. And we're going to have everything energy to strategy with hot seat coaching. So reach out. Like, if you are a woman that is like working it, you have a career, you have a job, you have a business, or whatever that is, you're going to be able to afford that for sure. And let's take you to the next level where you can receive all of those juicy things with ease, and especially your millionaire's proposal. Like, I want you to be in a happy, amazing, loving relationship with ease, where you feel so loved, so supported. All right, that's kind of the vision of the group coaching. And if you feel inspired by that, or if you feel triggered, inspiration and trigger are the same things, by the way. I have another video about this, so check it out. If you feel inspired by this, or if you feel triggered by this, DM me and let's chat what's the right match for you, and where I can support you. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and I see you in the next one.